afternoon. You are tuned into Ability Matters, a program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. Ability Matters is one of the longest running disability-related programs in the whole wide world. Starting its headway on air in 2007, you can now listen to podcasts of previous Ability Matters programs on YouTube and Spotify. Just search for Ability Matters. Ability Matters is brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability.
Yes, that's right, Sean. You're tuning into Ability Matters on 106.9 Vox FM, the Illawarra's greatest community radio station. I'm, of course, the Ability Matters host, Darren Scotty Miller, and with me, as per usual, is my co-host, Bec from Flagstaff. How are you, Bec?
Good, how are you? Thanks today, Tony.
I'm pretty empowered at the moment. Now, who do we have with us in the studio?
Well, we have Sam.
Yes,
and Sam has brought his supports with him along for the day. So we've
Lovely.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Morrow and Daryl with him here.
Yeah, that's my posse, man.
A posse, good stuff.
Always bring a posse.
Oh, that's cool. Isn't it? Aren't you meant to say entourage?
Yeah, well, that too.
Hang on.
My entourage is about 7, so I've minimised it today.
Oh, cut it down, that's great.
See, to me, the term entourage is very formalised. Like I'm thinking like even a police card here and there, like armed protection, entourage.
Oh.
Whereas I don't see any firearms here, so...
No,
yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So we're talking with Sam today, and Sam has a few different hats on, but we're just going to crack on and get straight into it if you don't mind.
Let's go for it.
I think it's been the past few years that you've been a stand-up comedian, and you still do this every now and then currently. So what's that like?
Oh, so I did stand-up comedy for 14 years before I got into radio. It was funny because over the weekend I went to watch The Lion King, and I went back to the Comedy Store, and you know when you're sitting in the audience and you're watching people do things. Well, yeah. I'd been...
Sorry, when you say The Lion King, do you mean the live performance or the actual... original? I don't believe it's the original animated.
No, The Lion King, the musical.
Oh, musical, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense, yes.
Do you want me to tell you where it is, or I'm not allowed to give it a bit of a plug?
Maybe not, it's okay. The world of Google has everything and anything these days.
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, I went to the Comedy Store on Friday night after not being there for about 10 years, and I was sitting in the audience, and I got a little bit jealous because I was like, I want to be up there.
And you're thinking, I can do that so much better. But I'm stuck here. I want to be up there, yeah.
Well, it wasn't that I can do it better.
No, but you could do it as well, yes.
Yeah, I just I felt a little bit jealous because I haven't sort of been doing stand-up for... I haven't done it properly since COVID. So like COVID messed everything up, and I never really got back into it to the point where it used to be. Yeah, but then that's when I actually decided that I'd move into radio.
Ah, okay. So
yeah.
I'm just wondering, whereabouts have you gone around the country while you were doing stand-up comedian? Did it take you some interesting places?
Melbourne. I spent a fair bit of time in Melbourne because at the time that was like the comedy hub of Australia. Still is. Brisbane sort of gets up there as well. One of my favourite places to go was probably Melbourne, and that was majority of where I spent my time other than Sydney. So I used to go between Sydney and Melbourne a fair bit. And then I'd go out regionally and do different regional tours. But yeah, after COVID, it all sort of stopped.
Cool. I'm just wondering, I don't know, it might be before your time. Did you ever get to meet Steady Eddie?
Yeah, me and
Carl Barron.
Man, I never met Carl Barron, but me and Steady we're actually good mates. So I'm a good friend of Steady, and he's been a bit crook lately. So he just started his comeback tour. And
wow,
yeah, unfortunately, with a few of his health issues, I won't go into it. But he had to stop his tour. But he was actually my biggest influence as I was growing up. I thought if he can do it, I can do it, and that's what sort of made me get into the stand-up comedy realm.
The drive, yeah, the driving force.
Yeah, so that's right.
I hope you don't mind me letting our listeners know. Sam is actually in a wheelchair for those people because you can't see him out there.
No, that's fine.
But yes, he's...
Let our words be your guide, yeah?
Yeah, born with cerebral palsy. I've never let my disability hold me back. I've been really lucky, you know. I've had supportive parents that really pushed me when I was a kid to to learn how to embrace difference, and they never stopped me from doing anything. I used to race go-karts. So
Oh, wow.
I've spent a lot of time in fast cars, and I just did everything that my brother did, but my dad would always make sure that, and so would my mum, that things were adapted so we could all have fun together. Which
And
I think
certain considerations that's been taking place, yes?
Hey?
Certain considerations were in place, yes, for your condition, cerebral palsy, or no, am I going off the wrong?
Modification.
Modification, that's one.
yeah, modifications.
Yeah,
Oh
fair
yeah, for
enough,
sure.
yeah.
All that.
Thanks, Beck, wrong word.
Yeah, all
No, you're
that.
right. All good. So, it sounds like you've had an amazing life and done some wonderful things.
Yeah, and it actually all started with the team from Vox when I was about 16. So
Oh, wow. So
yeah.
you're coming full circle. Now you're getting interviewed.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, I spent a bit of time with Vox when I was around 16, and I learnt the craft of radio, and then I moved on to do different things, and that's where I sit now in full-time radio, and I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that we're going to pop to a quick song, and
Yeah.
then I'll hear all about that. I want to hear more about what you do in radio.
Fantastic. And thanks for having me today, guys. This is awesome.
Our
Not a
pleasure, don't
problem.
worry. It's great, yeah. All right, well, I got next up, I think it's a very apt song, especially given the weather. I got here Foreigner song, Cold as Ice, from 1977 album, self-titled Foreigner, of course. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, that was just Foreigner with Cold as Ice. Sorry, yeah. From 1977 album, Foreigner, self-titled, of course, yeah. Now let's go back to the interview with Sam and Beck, of course, on the other side of the desk.
Yeah,
Go
you
for it,
better not
troops.
forget that one.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to forget that.
Oh,
Fine.
heck, it's back. But
I
anyway,
didn't say from Flagstaff, did I?
you did.
Okay. Yeah, I've forgotten that.
At the start of the show.
Yeah, no, I mean, just then. And I know Beck's very, how would I say, a stickler for me saying it every time Beck from, always from Flagstaff. Yeah,
It's
all
all
good.
right.
go for it. I'm wasting
All
your time.
good.
Go for it. Go
Action.
for it. Exactly,
Yeah.
action.
Take one. No. So anyway, my last question was still on the theme of working as a comedian and
Yeah.
things like that. I wanted to check with you. Were there any memorable moments that you found pretty funny, like whether it was on stage or something you seen backstage?
Well, the things I've seen backstage, you can't really talk about it in this time slot.
Fair enough. You've said enough without words.
I can tell you a story, and this was one of the funniest stories that I ever had. A lot of places you'd go to, stages wouldn't have wheelchair access, so a lot of people would pick my chair up and put it on the stage. And I was at the Coogee Bay Hotel one night doing a show in Sydney, and it was the first venue that actually put a ramp in to get me on the stage through the backstage door. And just as I've wheeled on the stage with the ramp, my wheel fell out of my chair.
Oh no!
So they hadn't locked the pin in my wheel properly, and I'm halfway through my set, and next minute I just took a tumble, and
no!
and I'm sitting on the floor doing this set because the show must go on.
Yes.
And it was
Dedication.
It was funny because they'd gone out of their way to make the wheelchair access so brilliant that it was just mechanical failure that ended up. Yeah, that was probably
technical difficulties.
that was probably one of the most memorable moments I've had, falling out of my chair on the stage at Coogee Bay Hotel.
So you're allowed to laugh
and
at
did you get what kind of reaction did you get? Like,
No, well, it was a 15-minute set, so I just kept going. I actually just threw the chair away and just sat on the edge of the stage and finished.
oh,
Now that's, like I said, dedication.
see, yes, you've rolled with the punches and adapted well.
And then it was funny because that night the person I was doing the show with, he had a Peugeot at the time, and the wheelchair went through his back hatch. So like the glass,
Oh no!
the glass shattered from the back hatch because he had too much stuff in there, and then so we had to tape it up with like a VB box.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Then because it was my wheelchair, he wanted me to fix the window.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes. Never mind the person that shut the
That reminds me of...
door or anything like that.
Speaking of that thing that VB says, your wheelchair wanted to fix the window, well, that reminds me of what happened to me. So I got hit in the head with the jet ski, obviously, in Thailand, and the people who rented the jet ski off wanted me to pay for damages to the jet ski for my head. Can you believe that? Wow.
Well, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they're full circle moments, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, you're never going to get anyone that doesn't want to pay for something these days, especially if you have an accident or
But you don't
something
understand.
goes wrong.
I paid for the use of the jet ski, obviously, but they didn't provide any sort of insurance or anything like that. But because of what happened, another person hit me in the head with their jet ski on my head. They wanted me to pay for supposed damages to the jet ski from my head.
Yeah, right.
How would my skull damage a jet ski?
Well, it's pretty hard hit.
Let's put it that way. I mean, I might be hard-headed at times, but damn, come on now. That's pushing the friendship, I think.
Honestly, that's really their own fault.
I love that. That's
They
insane.
should have had insurance for that.
Yeah.
Just in case.
What happens on holiday stays on holiday, but not always.
No.
Well, see, you can actually say what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand because it was in Thailand, but there you go. Phuket, actually, yeah.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
following you around now.
Oh,
Stuck with it.
fair
Can't
enough.
get away.
That's
Go
it.
with it. Yep. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
So now we're going to talk about the radio, Sam.
Mm.
You're also on radio, but I'm just wondering, which area is your station in?
So I broadcast for a radio station through. Oh, I just have to. I'm gonna have to be very careful how I say this. I work with the Australian Radio Network, and I work across a regional network between Nowra, Bega, and Muswellbrook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I do the whole area of New South Wales.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a massive span that you cover there.
Yeah, so it's roughly about 550,000 people per day, I think.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
a big
And
listener
then-
base.
1.7 million a month.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's some pretty big numbers.
And that's just airwaves, yeah, not the internet? I mean, are you
both.
on the internet? Oh, wow. Of
Both.
course,
So
yes.
we've got that's streaming as well. So
Yep.
if you count the streams through the applications we use, it could go anywhere because that again goes worldwide.
Yeah, you'll be able to
Yeah.
listen
Yeah.
to overseas and things like that.
And there's
as well.
there is a lot of like different countries that will tune into Australian radio. So yeah, it's
Are we that good?
oh, I love what Vox
I
do.
think we're up there. I think
No,
we're up there.
I don't mean just Vox. I mean, of course, Vox is a high, fair standing,
yeah,
but I mean
all
Australian
radio,
radio,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Some of our stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, but like you've got to start somewhere. And
course.
you know, I started in I think you guys were on Ellen Street at the time.
Yes.
I started back in the studios at Ellen Street. I've come in today, and honestly, I just think I was even saying it to Kevin while we were outside. I went like the way Vox have come forward in the future and just really stepped their game up to support the community. I think,
Raise the bar.
I honestly think that community radio has a very solid place within a community, and I think what community radio stations do is absolutely amazing. Like I think that all the volunteers that work behind the scenes in these kind of places, they deserve a pat on the back because
Brings it all together.
they go out of their way. They really do.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure you go out of your way too to do all the wonderful stuff you do.
Oh, give it a go. Give it a go.
Well,
Awesome.
I doubt you're paid for it, are you? Or are you paid? And I'm just not...
Oh yeah, no, I'm on a full-time wage.
There
yeah.
you go, yeah.
Yeah.
I stand corrected, don't worry.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll hear more about that in a moment, I suppose, and we'll play another song.
Okay, yes, that was just Toto with Rosanna from 1982.
Was that Toto that did that song?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
That's the same band that sing the song everyone known for Africa, maybe? Oh, I was
Yeah,
wondering-
they're deaf.
I thought it was the police. No, I'm joking.
because you know a bit of radio music stuff, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I didn't mean to play. Yeah, don't worry.
No,
I don't wanna
it's all
get
good,
into it.
mate.
That's cool. No worries.
Okay, so
Next question. Go for it, Beck.
yeah. So how do you advocate for disability on your program, Sam?
I don't.
You don't.
I don't. Yeah, I really don't. It's the way my show works is that we work for the record company and the advertisers. So we just have certain things that we are allowed to talk about, and then things we're not allowed to talk about.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
yeah, let's not talk
just
about
trying
politics or
to
anything
pick my
like that.
words
Yeah.
very, very carefully. Just because, I don't want to say anything.
Well,
that
I'll
I
say it to you
shouldn't.
this way: there'll be certain things you have contractual obligations to talk about, mention or not mention, that sort of thing. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say that's exactly what it is. It's contractual obligations.
That's a term I'm always willing to use in a sentence. In the
Now
right,
you've got a chance.
No, you've
to
absolutely nailed it, Tony. You've
Beautiful.
nailed it, mate. Well done.
So
I'll give myself a pat on the back
I'm
for
just
that.
curious
Thank you.
then, what does your program talk about?
So it's all about really pushing the artist and pushing the music to make people listen. So, it's a bit of a rule of thumb. So, I'm only allowed to talk for a minute per break. I've got targets that I need to hit, and you're basically there for the advertiser, really.
Oh, so
The dollar
so
sign,
like
yes?
promo guy.
Yeah, I call commercial radio glorified telemarketing.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. It's like being a glorified telemarketer. I mean, it's amazing. You get to talk to great people and talk about some fantastic shows. And I've met a lot of amazing people through the 4 years that I've been on air with ARN. Yeah, it's a different beast. I started in community radio, and sometimes it's really nice to come back and sit in a room like this and just get back to my roots and just remember what it was like when, you were playing music and you were doing everything live and
Having a
by the
chat.
seat
Back
of
to the
your
old
pants.
days, yeah.
It was just absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
I'm sorry, I don't think I might be alone here, but could you remind us what ARN means? Or what it
Australian
is?
Radio
Of
Network.
course, thank you.
Yep.
Make a note of that.
No ways. So I'm curious. Can you tell us a bit about Sam? Is there anything that you like to do when you're not at work in particular?
I like to. What do I like to do when I'm not at work?
Within reason.
I like to go to shows. I have an amazing support network that I hang out with, and I just live a pretty normal life.
Yeah.
I get quite taken back because I forget how well known I am. So like people will come up to me in the street and have a chat with me, and it's weird because they talk to you like they're your best mate.
They know you.
Hi, I know you. I heard your voice on the radio machine before.
And then you're like, oh yeah, who are you? And then they're like, oh, I listen to you every day, and it's
Yeah.
like.
It's a bit
Yeah.
weird,
Oh, I
isn't
know
it?
who you
I've
are.
had
It is
that happen to
it's a
me,
bit
and I'm
strange.
like, I don't know you. I'm
Yeah.
really sorry. What was your name?
But no, I think I just live. I love going to live music. I love playing with bands and stuff like that, and singing and doing normal stuff. Hanging out with my mates, hanging out with my beautiful partner. She's amazing. She makes sure that I'm doing the right things and keeps me in line. Makes sure that I don't lose my wallet.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. You don't want
yeah,
to lose that.
yeah. So yeah,
Cash is king, let's not forget.
no, it's really not. It's really not anymore. But
No, that's true not anymore because everyone has a card these days, but yeah.
yeah, no, that's
I said
it.
losing your wallet, that's why I
But,
thought cash is king.
I just live a pretty normal life, and I really work hard to try and push for people with disabilities to be in the mainstream and have a full-time job, and I've always lived by the belief that if you want something bad enough, you can always go and get it.
That's an excellent motto, I think. That's wonderful.
But, you know, you, I quite admire what you do, Bec. I think the work... truly. Like, I think that the work you did a few years back with all the advocacy stuff that you did for Unanderra train station and all that kind of stuff, I think that was an amazing feat.
Empowerment.
You know, and before I left Wollongong to go and work in my chosen profession, like some of the stuff that I saw you do was nothing short of a miracle, and now I get to sit here and actually be a part of your show for an hour.
Ah.
And I just think, wow.
It's Tony's show. I'm just the interviewer.
So, yeah, it's
we'll
amazing.
We'll say our show, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to claim
co-host.
But it really is a full circle moment to sit in the studios where my career sort of began, you know? Like this Vox is where it all started. That's where the passion for radio for me really grew, and that's what made me hungry to go out and achieve what I wanted to achieve.
Oh, yeah, I think that's so amazing to hear that you're actually broadcast over pretty much the whole of New South Wales. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty huge in itself.
And it wasn't easy to get there.
I just got a train station.
Yeah, look, it wasn't easy to get there, Bec, and I worked really hard. Like, for me to crack into the commercial realm, it took, I'm going to say, a good 16 years.
So perseverance.
And, you know, it only took one person to open that door for me, and I am still so thankful to the man that opened the door and gave me my first opportunity. Like, my first commercial radio experience was being a mid-dawns announcer, which was 3 days a week. I'd go into the radio studio and I'd work from 12 a.m. till 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. until the brekkie crew came in, and I'd just learn my craft, and I did it because it was like a traineeship. And I did it unpaid for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And it was all because I'd gone to uni, I'd got the qualifications I needed, and I got the opportunity to go and test myself, you know. And that's where the opportunity started. So I worked at the particular station for 6 months, and then I was offered a full-time job in Muswellbrook. And now I've been there for 3.5 years, and I started as a local broadcaster in Muswellbrook, and then I would just sort of step my way up. So I started on the afternoon show, and then that was from I think it was 12 till 2 at the time, or like 2 till 4 or something like that. So I did that locally for about 18 months, and then the Workday jock left, and they said, we've got an opening for Workdays, do you want to do that? And I said, yeah, I'll give it a go. And then I did that for 12 months, and then I'd been at the station for 2 years, and they said, how are you going to move, like, how are you going to step your career up? And I said, well, for me to be able to step my career up, I need to have wheelchair access in a radio station, and this is perfect. Like, this is the perfect radio station for me, because, you know, all the access was there. They'd put in electric doors and stuff, and you know, done everything to make the station comfortable. And then they said to me, well, would you stay here? And I said, yeah. That's when I got the offer to broadcast across the state. Been doing that now for roughly 2.5 years, nearly 3.
Wonderful.
That sounds fantastic. And honestly, it's just that then we must have the same kind of quality somewhere. Because it's about perseverance, I think.
Mate, you're from Berkeley, so like we're both tarred with the same brush there.
Yeah.
Actually, aren't we all from Berkeley?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think I went to school with Tony's sister at some point at Berkeley Public School.
Yep.
Yeah.
Angelina?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
I know.
I actually coached Angelina in netball.
Wait, so how long ago did you coach netball?
I was probably 18 to 25.
Be a while.
You might have even coached my sister at some point too.
Possibly. I don't know. I had a special team. People always wanted to get in my team, and I'm like, nope. Sorry, 10's the limit. No. You can make your own one.
Love that.
But
Yeah.
I'm full card here, sorry.
Fully booked.
Yeah.
One time only.
Oh,
did you-
Because I didn't go through a club.
Yeah.
We were our own team.
So
my
who did
dad's
you-
boss sponsored us.
Yeah, right. So who did was that a Berkeley netball team or?
No. Oh, they were all from Berkeley, but
Look at that. I'm giving the interview now.
yeah. See, it's great. They were called Wollongong Fab. They were
Yeah, nice.
my dad's business sponsored us and that, and we had it. I wanted to make sure they got everything like photos,
Yeah,
oranges at carnivals and things like that. I got when I was little. They
Yeah.
stopped doing all that. So,
So what was what age limit did you?
I coached them from. I started when they were 9, and then when we done our end of the year, I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not doing this again. How embarrassing.
Until next time.
No, then that's when I made my own. Made it my own.
Oh,
And we got to do, like, went horse riding, went
Stepped
roller
away from the
skating, we did all
machine.
these great things that they wouldn't have got in the club. So, and they got the best and fairest players player and most improved. Everyone got it, and everyone got a trophy. Not just these 3 people, everyone. So
Fantastic.
they thought it was wonderful. They
A team
stayed,
where everybody wins. I like
yeah,
that.
I stayed with them till they were 16.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then I actually played with them that year
Nice.
when they were 16.
I think that's my favourite trophy, the appearance trophy.
Yeah, so no,
The
it's-
sorry, not appearance, the attendance trophy. That's the one, yeah.
yeah, so I think, obviously that's the big lesson for us all, I think. Persevere, stick with it, and
100%.
great things will happen.
We're hitting a song.
Yeah, let's do
Of course.
it.
I've got Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World from the self-titled album, What a Wonderful World. Louis Armstrong. Vox. Yeah. Okay, now we're back in with the Bec from Flagstaff interviewing Sam.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sam Maloney's my name.
Oh,
Hello.
Sam Maloney.
Yeah.
Okay. For real?
Are
Or is
you,
that just a joke?
any relation to Patrick Maloney?
No, but so many people ask me that.
That's because he's in a band.
I did a bit of work with Pat at a place in Coniston called 313. So
Yes.
I know him well, yeah.
Did you ever hear of Musicos or Musos?
Oh yeah, Music Oz.
I
Yeah.
actually was in the first year that was around. I was the event coordinator.
Yeah, right. So a friend of mine, Sharon Lewis, I think she was the lighting designer for Music Oz. Yeah, so that's how he's come in closer. Yeah, sweet. No
That's a bit
worries.
better.
All good. Yeah, but she was the lighting designer for Music Oz, I think, and then slowly. Well, that's actually how my radio journey began with 313 because I worked with a guy called Phil Diamond.
Yes, I think I remember him.
On a program called Radio Freedom, and that was my first forte into radio. And I said to Phil, I was like, where do I go if I want to do radio? He goes, well, start in community radio. And then that's when I landed at Vox and spent some time here and spent some time around the traps in a few different other radio stations, and then landed where I am now. But I studied at to get where I wanted to go. I studied at the Australian Film, Television and Radio School first, and did the graduate diploma in radio broadcasting and podcasting, and that sort of gave me the edge to move up into the commercial realm, which was cool.
Wow.
Exciting.
So that's the step you got to take from community radio.
Oh, not everybody does, but it helps to have qualifications under your belt. Yeah.
If that's where you want to go with it,
Yeah.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it helps to have the qualifications under your belt to be able to take the stepping stones. I think one of the things that I'm truly grateful for, though, is that no one sort of gave me an easy road. I really, really had to work extremely hard to get where I wanted to be. And again, comes back to the perseverance of just working hard. nothing in this world gets handed to you. So
The don't give up mentality. Keep
And
going.
if it does, you know, you feel a little bit uneasy about it, don't you?
yeah,
Like it could be a trap. Like, take this, it's free sort of thing. Then yeah.
Oh, yeah, nothing's free. Nothing's free.
you
There's
don't
always a catch.
that's it. Going to a song.
Why not?
Well,
One more, or are we wrapping it up?
You can play one more if you want.
All right,
and
then we'll have got
wrap
here.
up.
Now we might all know this song from the Austin Powers version of it. It's called "Just the Two of Us." This is the original by Bill Withers.
Oh, the
19
Mini-Me song.
Yes, but this is the original from the 1980 album "One Light," featuring Grover Washington Jr. Yeah. Okay, well, it's currently 8 minutes to the end of my show, so I think I'm going to play.
We're going to wrap up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up
So-
and then say
Thank
goodbye.
you
and
so much for coming along, Sam.
Oh, no worries at all. Thanks for having me. I've had an absolute ball. I love watching how all this stuff works. I get a bit jealous that I'm not behind the desk touching the buttons, but
I
it's
think maybe you're
nice to have a bit of time off.
I think maybe you're the
A bit of a...
first or maybe even the only other person we've interviewed who actually knows what to go with like radio work and all that kind of thing.
about working a panel.
He's working. He has his own radio show, so there you go.
Yeah, he's doing the panel. and all
Competition,
that
lovely.
stuff. Yes, no, but thank you for coming along, and thank you for coming down from Muswellbrook. That's up near
I was coming
Newcastle.
down anyway. I'm on holidays, so you know.
Now you just
Well
talking it up.
timed.
No, that was the plan. I think I organised this about 4 weeks ago to come in. So yeah, it was it's been really fun to be able to come back and where it all began.
We'll have to get you back next time you're down on holidays.
Certainly. Maybe I'll touch the desk then.
Yeah, you can have a play. We'll kick Tony out.
Sorry, listeners, that's a bit of a private joke we had going on here, so it's okay. It's more like I won't say jealousy because like you obviously know how to do things too, but yeah, just, don't worry. All right, so I'll lost
Alright,
one before I
thank
started.
you so much for the music today, Tony.
Thank you for
And
listening.
thank you for everyone out there for listening. I hope you've had a good last hour and enjoyed the conversation and enjoyed the music.
Thank you so much for having me on, guys. It's been
Of course, thank you for being
absolute
here.
joy today.